Guys, welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. What commercial is that from?
That's a Kanye West song.
That's from something else, though. It's like a commercial or something, or from an old timey TV show or something. If you know, let us know in the comments. It's definitely from like he used that clip from
something. Okay.
Yeah, from something.
Okay.
Yeah. So welcome back. I am Monica Monique, the one and only.
I am Deasia XYZeee.
XYZeee. So how was your weekend, Deasia?
Absolutely. I'm not talking about this. I'm not talking about it.
Why?
I just went through a whole depression.
Oh, because of the car?
Mm-hmm.
Cars break. This is the time of your life where every car is a lemon. Like this is the time.
But I don't.
It's frustrating.
I'm so sad. Like I just was so I'm just so happy and thankful. Everything was just going good, and then that happened.
Yeah.
And then I overanalyze everything. So.
But the car wasn't good, right? Like the car had little issues here and there.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad at the issues. Like it was okay. I had a goal to get a new car in May, June.
Right.
It was gonna last me until May, June.
But you never changed the oil.
No, I broke the oil tank and it leaked out.
How did you break the oil tank?
When I drove over the thing in the parking lot.
Oh.
Yeah, you thought it was just the oil.
Yeah, I thought maybe like the oil.
Remember you called me
leaking over time. Yeah, I remember.
Remember you called me and I was like, oh my god, I just hit something.
Yeah.
I got out the car, everything was fine.
Yeah.
Nothing, like, I'm like, okay, I didn't crash nothing, like, everything was fine. Car kept driving, like, regular. It was driving fine, and then when I turned it off, and I got back in the car, it just started shaking.
Oh.
And then, when I pulled off, a car kept flashing me.
Okay.
I'm like, what? It's
like your lights wasn't on or something?
Yeah. I'm like, my lights on. I'm like, why did you flash me? But they was beeping. So I'm like, what are they trying to tell me? But I guess my oil tank was leaking while I was driving.
Oh.
So when I got to work, it just all leaked out.
Okay.
And then, once you lock your engine, it locked the engine. So once you lock the engine, you can't do nothing with it. You gotta buy a whole new engine.
Right.
And it was like, I wouldn't buy a new engine for that car.
Right.
So, I'm back at
square one.
I hate my life.
Don't say that.
Yeah, let me not.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
But I hate adult life.
Yeah, we all do. We all hate it here.
I had a terrible week. Like, I just went through a whole depression. I had locked myself out the car, and then that happened.
That was crazy. Like, literally, you just locked yourself out the car and had to do the whole hanger situation that didn't work, AAA, locksmith, all that stuff, and then
good thing I texted later, because I didn't think to call AAA, because I forgot I had it. So I was about to do some illegal stuff. But good thing I texted you when you said it.
Yeah.
I was like, you really my big sis.
Really?
No, seriously.
I sent you this TikTok video. Did you see it? It was like, it was this girl and she was like, oh, when your best friend is 23. Did you see it? And she was like, I'm 28, and it was like when your best friend is 23. And then it was like a video of her picking her up, and she was like, I was home with my kid, Mamiana.
I think I seen it. I didn't pay attention to my phone.
It's like
I was just so mad at everybody.
It's like such a big sis. Like, like I have been through this before, girl. I have had lemons on lemons cars that just like. I just done some crazy stupid stuff to my cars. Like,
that's what I said. I'm like, I just ruined. Like, I'm such a kid with. Like, I don't know. I'm destructive with everything. My sneakers, like any type of shoes.
You live, you learn though.
Any type of shoes I got, I ruin all my shoes. Like I ruin everything. I'm so destructive. I destroy everything.
But you're supposed to live and learn.
You're
supposed to stop eventually.
Yeah, it's time to stop. I'm like.
So next time, like, you hit something, maybe, like, check.
I never hit. I don't.
You ran over. You was like, oh, I just hit something in the parking lot. Remember?
I need to check underneath. I just checked the outside.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know.
But it did when I got out the car. It did have this smoky smell. So I just thought it was the tires.
On fire.
I just thought it was the tires.
I
just thought it was the tires because I was stuck. And when I was stuck, I was reversing and the car wouldn't move. Okay. So I pressed the gas really hard, and then the car finally backed up. So I must have scraped it when I really did.
All of these are signs.
I hate my life. Well, I hate adult life. I'm sorry.
Right. You're still saying the same thing, but okay. So that's how your weekend went.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So 2023. I gotta change. It's time to grow up.
It's time to grow up?
Yeah, not having a car just pushed everything back this week.
Yeah.
Because, like, oh, I gotta get up and go to the market and just get to-do list. And even getting to work. Now I got Uber. It take me 10 minutes to get to work. If I Uber, double it. Like, it doubles the time.
Because you gotta wait for them to get there and stuff.
Yeah. So.
That's annoying.
2023. What's your goals for 2023?
Manifestation. You know what? So I don't like this thing about like New Year goals, where it goes for next year in the same year. Like I feel like people are always like, as soon as September hit, it's like, oh, can't wait for the new year. Like as if the last 3 months mean nothing. Like I'm still trying to hit goals for 2022. Like what day is it? Well, you know, whenever this podcast come out, but we got a week, maybe 2 weeks left. And I'm still trying to hit a goal. I'm still trying to hit some goals before this year's over. Like, I don't like rushing into, okay, the rest of this year is trash. I'm going to just put all of my hopes and dreams into the new year.
Right.
Like, no. I'm still going to try every single day until the clock strikes 12, you know, for the goals that I wanted to reach this year. And then next year, we gonna see. We're gonna see, and then because my birthday is in January, I usually like my New Year is always my birthday. Right. So really, I got 22 more days after the New Year to hit the goals that I wanted to. Yeah. Because I'm always like, you know, the New Year is the New Year, but my New Year is January 22nd. So I'm always like, even after the New Year strikes, I still got 22 more days to hit. The goals that I wanted to hit in 2022.
My New Year is always February 1st.
Really? Okay.
Like this happened in 2020. Like I learned this. I had went to church and he like set goals for us for that whole month. And I was doing it right, but I couldn't be consistent in January. But I didn't give up. Like I had messed up in January. So I didn't give up.
Right.
In February, I kept doing all the goals. And it took, like, the whole February, I was consistent and I, like, did it. Yeah. Like, I stuck to everything. So it took me to mess up a little bit in January for it to go good.
Right.
In February. So ever since that, I always just was like, okay, February 1st, that's when we started.
Right.
And I've been doing good every February.
Yeah.
But this year, Ramadan is in March. I believe Ramadan is in March.
Are you Muslim?
No.
Okay.
But
because I knew that.
But I'm gonna do fasting with them. I'm doing Ramadan with them. Okay. So there's no point in doing it because you know somebody that's in my space is Muslim, so he's gonna be doing Ramadan.
Okay. So
there's no point in me doing it in February and then him doing it in March. We might as well do it together.
Right.
Because we gonna, I don't know, if I'm on something, I might follow after you. So,
right.
So this year I'm doing it in March.
Okay. Fasting as in food or like a lot of things?
Just everything.
Everything.
Okay.
I guess I usually do that. Well, I mean, my life is a fast. It's like, what more can I fast? I don't even like.
Yeah.
I don't really drink. I don't really like eat meat that much. I don't go out that much. Like I don't.
Mm-hmm. But
I probably need to do the opposite of fasting.
No, it's like 30 days. You really can't. You just gotta be on your ish.
But I 30 days every single day.
And I did that for 30 days, and it really got me to stop. I used to be doing bad things. Mm-hmm. It got me off of those bad things.
Okay.
Just for 30 days of being consistent, it changed my whole life. And I look back, I was like, dang, I never thought like I was gonna be able to not do that.
Right.
And now I don't think twice about like some stuff.
Yeah.
So you know how they say 21 days.
Yeah, to change your habit.
So.
Do you feel like? Because let's go into it. So 2022 is ending. Overall, what do you feel like your goals were for this year? Like going into this year, did you have goals that you wanted to hit? Either personally or with your fashion business, with your personal life? Like, how did you go into 2022?
Okay, let me tell you. Let me tell you why I really, really, really was depressed.
Okay.
So,
going into 2022?
This whole week. It's about to make sense.
Okay.
So, my landlord, he got to come fix something. Mm-hmm. So he has been there he's been there every day, just finding a new problem, you know. So I have like all this stuff in my closet, boxes full of stuff. So he had to get into my closet cause something was in there. So I had to take everything out of my closet. Okay. So in the midst of me taking everything out of my closet, I found one of my old books where I write everything at. Okay. It had all my goals. It was from 2020, 2021, and 2022. Okay. And I had the same goals every single year. Okay. And nothing got crossed off. Maybe one or two things, but the big things, like everything that I really wanted, nothing got crossed off. So I was depressed because I'm like, wow, I haven't reached none of my goals. Like these were my goals for 5 years, and I haven't reached anything. So now I'm kind of worried because I'm like, okay, now you setting this. Oh, I wrote down all my goals for 2023 already.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I bought a planner.
Okay.
And it's a really good planner. I like the way they got it set up. And I wrote down like 2 pages worth of goals. Okay. Some is small goals and some is big goals. Probably 1 page is like habits as goals.
To change?
Yeah. And the other page probably like new car, new place, like, you know, stuff like that. So I'm comparing all the goals, same goals. So I'm like, okay, cool. You're going into this new year with the same goals you had 5 years ago. I think it's really time for you to stop procrastinating, stop being lazy. And I just been beating myself up. Really.
So that's why you've been sad this week, so you've been beating yourself up over goals that you haven't reached that you kind of had for a while.
Yeah. And I'm telling myself, like, okay, you gotta be realistic because it is hard to set all these goals for yourself. Right. And try to reach them because you still didn't reach your goals from 5 years ago.
Do you feel like you're inching towards those goals, though? Do you feel like you're closer to them now than you were then, at least? Yeah. So isn't that helpful? No. Okay.
It is. I'm saying I got quiet because I'm like, oh, wow. You put it in a better way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's helpful, I guess.
Yeah. I remember I used to write, like, I don't know why I haven't really sat down this year and journal like I used to. But I used to write goals and affirmations every single day. Like, you know, affirmations like what I want to have, what I'm looking towards and stuff. And then what I'm grateful for that I have, like, already.
Right. I didn't write down what I'm grateful for. I should do that.
I do it simultaneously. Like, okay, I would love, you know, I will have a new car. I will, like, I say it as if it's the present, or like, or I already have, you know, whatever, however you're supposed to say it, you know, maybe a new space or an investment or this much business goals, like this much monthly, this much quarterly, whatever. And then I put, I'm grateful for things that I already have. Like, I'm grateful for my store location. I'm grateful for my business neighbors. I'm grateful for my limbs. You don't understand how often I say I'm grateful for my limbs. Like, I always, like, I'm grateful for my feet. I'm grateful for my toes. Because I try to write something new every time. So, and it's always small things. I'm grateful for my eyesight. I mean, I don't have the best eyesight, but I'm grateful for the eyesight that I do have, you know. Can't see small children in the street, but God bless them if they run across my car. But I always say, like, I'm grateful for these things. I'm grateful for my sisters. I'm grateful for my brother. I'm grateful for my stepmom, my mom, my dad, you know, everybody. And that way I can keep a grateful mindset. You know, like, even the small things matter. I'm grateful for, you know, the ability to read and write.
Right.
You know, I'm grateful for the education I had, you know, all those things. But I always do those same simultaneously. So it's not like, you know, I want all these things, but I'm not grateful for what I already did. Like, you have to be grateful for what you have before God will give you more.
Right.
Or the universe, or whoever you believe in, or whatever you believe in. So I feel like it's necessary to do those simultaneously. Like, you can't just always want more and never say thank you for what you have.
Right.
So I think that is really important too. I think in 2022, I don't know necessarily. I think my goal in 2022 was to, like, choose myself more, my happiness, and I think I did that. Especially
I wrote that down for one of my goals. I think that was 2021. And I read over it and I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, like, I think I definitely did that more, especially towards the end of the year. Like, from this summer on until now, I've chosen my happiness over anything else.
Right.
Like, going on trips that didn't necessarily have to take, but wanted to take because it would bring me joy. You know, even
but you need vacations.
You need vacations. Even if nobody could go with me, even if, you know, whatever, it was just like I was choosing things that would make me and only me happy. And I think that was really important to me, and I'm glad that I did all those things. Even, like, choosing sleep. Like, I chose sleep more than anything else this year. And I am grateful for that. But yeah, just, like, thinking, like, okay, is this thing gonna make you happy? Is this thing gonna make you sad? How are you feeling in this moment? Is this giving you anxiety? What about this is giving you anxiety? I think that in 2022 I was more conscious over what things were making me feel, what I was feeling, and just being conscious of that. And I think that made a difference, which I enjoyed. Work-wise, I don't really know. To be honest, this year, I think my store probably made the most it's ever made. And I think I also spent the most I ever spent. And it's not great. Like, I think I need to figure out how to stop beating myself up over financial decisions that are necessary. Like, I invested in things in my store that my store needed. You know, certain inventory choices, certain things to switch up, certain business or technology things that I needed, you know, iPads and cameras and SD cards and, you know, software and Canva and programs and school. Like, I invested in a lot that I needed to back my company up. But then when I look at the numbers, I'm like, well, where did all this money go? Like, I kind of know where it went.
You can't be afraid to invest, though.
Yeah, but it's just like, where is the... I don't regret anything that I invested in. I just wish I had all the money I invested in back. Like, I just want all my money. Like, where is the money? Like, how did I make all this money and it's not in my pockets? It's annoying. But I know that everything that I invested in for my company is the reason why my company is still going, still thriving, still growing. It's just annoying that, I don't know. So for 2023, my goal is for sure, like, more credit, more other people's money, more grants, more backing. Because, like, literally every dollar I get, I gotta spend it on something else to make $2. Like, every $100, I gotta spend at least $80 to make, $160 later. So I can flip it. And I have to be able to, like, every other business has to be able to get funding from somewhere else in order so they're not using their money all the time.
Right.
Because it's not sustainable.
Right.
Yeah. But go ahead. You were saying?
My goals. I didn't really have fashion goals this year. I didn't really make fashion goals this year. I really just was like, you need to get out of what you're scared of, because I'm going through a time where I'm just anxious, I'm nervous, I don't want to put nothing out. So that was my big goal. I didn't really set like little goals for the fashion world, and I wanted a studio. That was probably the only goal I had for my fashion, was a studio. But if I'm not putting nothing out, how am I going to make money from the studio? For the studio. But fashion wise, we here. We talked about the podcast. We talked about the fashion podcast.
Yo, that's what I'm proud of. Yeah. So, I am proud of the podcast this year. I think that is
yeah, I can't believe it's here. I can't believe we're doing it.
Yeah. And that's been since June as well.
Yeah.
We've been super consistent for the latter half of the year.
I think it's different now. Like having my own business and then having a business with someone. It's different. So I think it's like, okay, if I don't feel like, for my regular business, if I don't feel like it, I don't have the self-discipline to do it. But if I'm with you and I don't feel like it, I can't let you down, or I can't tell you no. So I gotta get up and do it. So it's like, I think that's why we so consistent, because we a team.
Yeah.
And it's like two heads better than one.
Yeah. I agree. I think I'm very proud of the podcast this year. I mean, this is the first year, so I need to, like, in comparison to other years. But no, I feel like this is something that we started, that we talked about it last year.
We talked about it, yeah. And
but
I see, like, now that it's here, I see how big it could be.
Yeah.
And when I sit back and I watch it, sometimes I can't watch it.
What do you mean?
Sometimes I can't listen to the podcast. I listened to the podcast this week. I listened to the episode really good. Okay. But sometimes I can't listen to it because too insecure about, I think I'm doing something wrong, or like the way I look, like watching YouTube, and even when people be like, oh yeah, I got a podcast, like, what is it? I'm scared to give it to him. My landlord, he was there all week. We was talking about it. He wanted to come today. Okay. But I'm like, you can't come today because I got a podcast. He's like, oh, for real? Like, so many podcasts. I'm like, it's a fashion podcast. You're not going to listen to a fashion podcast. But I can't say that.
Right. Why?
Because I can't be like, you're not going to listen. I can't be negative about it.
Right.
I got to be like, yeah, here. We need your listen. We need your view. And you can recommend us to somebody else that's in the fashion one day. Right. So, Yeah. I don't know. I'm like kind of.
You're trying to like build up your confidence with it.
Yeah. But
it is really good. It
helped me. The podcast helped me with a lot of things. Okay. Because even sitting back watching myself, I see some of my bad traits. Or I don't look at myself. I can never look at myself. I can never see me. Okay. So now, listening to me and watching myself, it's like, wow. Well, I don't know. I just learned a lot. Yeah. So I'm excited for what the podcast could be, because I'm going to keep growing. Yeah. And it's helping me in the real world, too. Okay.
I agree with that. I think that I enjoy the podcast for the same reason that you said, because it's not just me. It's not just on me to do. It's like I have somebody else to, bounce ideas back and forth on, and we keep each other consistent in a lot of ways. Like, in every other business, it's always just me. Like, everything is on me to do everything and provide and all that stuff. So I do enjoy, like, okay, this is us. It's not just me, and I enjoy that. But in addition, I just think that this was one of the really good things that started in 2022. Like, I am so happy.
Probably the only good thing.
Don't say that. Don't say. I am.
Rest in peace to my car.
Oh my God! Not rest in peace to your car. I think that we'll always be like, oh man, 2022. Girl, get it together.
I'm so sad. You're not sad
about your car? No, it wasn't mine.
I'm just so sad. Like I just God gave me something and I just ruined it.
You gotta stop beating yourself up. Oh my God. Everything happens for a reason.
That's what I said.
The dots don't connect. The dots only connect looking backwards. That's what they say.
And when I wrote down my goals, I've been wrote down my goals when I first bought the planner.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like ever since I wrote down the goals, they just start happening. Like I wrote down fix problems, fix my relationship with my siblings and my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, my siblings popped up. We had like a conversation, and I was like, I just wrote that down and I put it into the universe and it came. Then my dad popped up. I didn't see my dad in a long time. Then me and my mom, we went out. So it's like God giving me the opportunity to really do what I want to say. I mean, really do what I'm saying.
Right.
Then I wrote down get a new car. Car broke, so now I really am about to get a new car.
Right.
What else? Oh, I wrote down new number. I just ordered a new phone, but it don't come until a long time. I don't know. They backed up for Christmas. And I'm about to get a new number. So, just like that, 3 things I already crossed off. So.
That's good.
Well, I didn't cross off yet, but they in the works.
But you're closer.
Yeah, closer to me. And I feel like that planner is a magic planner. I really do. I'm like, this is the. And then every year, I buy a big planner. I buy like a big planner. This year, I bought a small planner.
Okay.
So
you can keep it with you?
I can keep it with me.
Yeah.
And the big planner, I just would forget about it. I feel like that's probably for like business, like in your business space, like organizing your orders and stuff like that. The big planner. But the small planner is just like real personal.
Yeah. I used to love buying planners. I like planners. But I'll write in it the first week and then 6 months later. Like, and then I annoy myself that I have not written in it since.
Did you have a big planner or a small planner?
I always have small planners. I've never had a big planner.
Oh, okay.
So, you know what I like? I like notebooks more. Sometimes I just like to write
I got
anything.
I got a notebook too.
Okay, yeah. Sometimes I just don't want to write into, like, pre-categorized things. I just want to write my thoughts in the moment.
Yeah, that's why I got the notebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like organize the stuff in the planner, but on a notebook, it's just all over the place, just messy. Just when I think of something, hurry, write it down.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about some fashion things that happened in 2022. How do you feel about fashion this year? Like who?
Balenciaga won fashion this year.
Fashion
news.
Won
fashion
or lost?
Lost.
They definitely won. Yeah, maybe it was. News.
We talked about Balenciaga. Balenciaga is so much relevant.
So much
because of the crazy things they did, but they ended with a bang. Which, remember I posted the girl, she said she was in the marketing business, and there's no way something like that could happen.
Yeah.
So
you said that
2023. I'm curious about Balenciaga.
I'm not. I'm leaving Balenciaga in 2022. I don't think I want to talk about them again. It's like Donald Trump. Like I feel like during his presidency, it was every single day there's something new. And I feel like in the fashion world, every day something new coming about Balenciaga, new history, new documents.
Yes,
it's just like, bro, I don't want to hear about the same. It's over. It's not overwhelming, but it's just like, I'm just done. Like, I just want to hear about new things. I think, but yeah, definitely like most talked about brand in 2022 was Balenciaga. As far as like fashion person, I was gonna say Kanye.
I'm excited about Kanye's new journey. I'm curious. I want to see. Mm-hmm. I believe in him. I know Kanye is gonna
Kanye is going to Kanye.
He's gonna do something.
He's
gonna do something decent.
Yeah. How do you feel about sneakers in 2022? I feel like there was sneaker drama this year between like the Yeezys and the basketball players that had the issue with what's his name, Kyrie, and Nike dropped him, I think. I don't know. How do you feel about like sneaker brands 2022?
I kind of became a sneaker this year.
Yeah.
But as far as the news, I don't know. I guess I didn't really pay attention to the.
I feel like there was sneaker drama this year. A lot of brands. It is mostly between athletes and brand contracts. Yeah. Not even necessarily like the brands, but that was interesting this year to watch. I think we haven't really had a new major sneaker come out in a minute. As far as I know, like something that changed the game since the Yeezys. Yeah. So I think it's time for a new sneaker brand to. I'm looking forward to seeing something new in the sneaker brands in 2023.
Yeah. I love the heels this year, the boots, the heels.
Yeah.
Of course the shark boots, they're every year. But the denim shark boots, I love those. Did you like those?
No. Wow. It's just not my style. I think it's.
But I just love the denim. Denim was in this year. I love denim.
I hate denim though.
You do. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. What else this year?
What else? Fur this year.
Oh yeah, fur.
Fur feathers. Everybody was a bird.
Feathers, yeah.
Everybody was a bird this year. Birds of a feather flock together.
But why though? Because it's always been in, but this year it just been.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the trends.
We can't let rhinestones and feathers go.
We cannot let
rhinestones and feathers mesh. We just can't let it go.
But you know what? But you know what? The wide leg pant was in this year. Like different pant shapes were in this year. I enjoyed that. Like everything wasn't skinny tight. There was a lot of wide leg, bell bottom, like different pant styles this year that were cool and different. Even like the oversized trouser with the puffy pockets and stuff like that came out this year and was, trending. So I really liked the different styles of pants this year.
Yeah, I think fashion in 2023 gonna be lit. Fashion Week. Remember, I said I love Fashion Week. I was proud of the designers for Fashion Week. They really showed new styles. Yeah, I think this was the first year since 2020 that Fashion Week was Fashion Week again. Yeah. Like people were coming to the shows. There was moments, celebrities, Lori Harvey, at every show, being represented by every brand. I think this year was really cool for Fashion Week to kind of come back and have its moments. Next year, 2023, I'm manifesting this. Replay this when it happens. Next year, 2023, I think we'll be at New York Fashion Week in February and in September, and I think we'll do one overseas Fashion Week in 2023. Like we will be covering Fashion Week and manifest it.
Prediction, I think we will do some red carpet, like, microphone, hey, who are you wearing, with our little brand on our microphone, like 7 Figure Fashion Week podcast. And we'll be on a couple of red carpets for award shows, like Who are you wearing talking to the celebrities? I'm manifesting that for our podcast.
I'm manifesting our interviews. I want to interview more people.
Yeah.
I'm excited. That's one thing I'm really, really excited about. It's some big people I want to interview. I just love to hear about the fashion journeys and just everything. Manifesting us talking about sewing more.
Really?
Yeah, we talk about fashion news. We don't really talk about...
We can talk about sewing more.
Sewing. I want people to... young fashion designers that want to sew.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people want to sew. You know that?
Yeah.
Everybody in the world wants to sew, but nobody learns how to sew.
Yeah.
I think that if we really talk about sewing more, people will tune in.
Yeah.
Manifesting.
Okay.
Red carpet events, of course.
Okay.
Manifesting Fashion Week, of course. Yep.
I want to manifest some speaking engagements too.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Speaking at conferences and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the Know For Sure podcast with B. Simone and Megan Ashley. They were, I don't know if they're doing like a tour with their podcast or something. They're on season 1 as well. I think they're on like episode 35. We're on episode like 15. So, I think that would be cool. Like if we did like a live show. Like I saw that they were doing a live show on a stage somewhere with the audience.
That's decent.
And I think that would be really cool. Like if at like a fashion event or something. Like if we went to a conference or something and did like a live episode at a fashion event. I think that would be really cool. I'm manifesting that for 2023.
I'm gonna be so nervous.
I know you will.
But I was reading about anxiety. And they were saying like how you get over anxiety is putting yourself in uncomfortable situations.
Okay.
And that's what I did. I put like even me working my job.
Yeah.
I have to talk to people. It's so uncomfortable. But I've grown from. I've been working there a year now. So when I first started to now, I've just grown.
Okay.
And me being on a podcast.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
A podcast host.
Yeah, a podcast host. I'm talking. Like, that is crazy.
Is it crazy to talk for you?
Yeah. That's really crazy, so. I gotta put myself in uncomfortable situations to just grow.
To grow. I think other than that, 2022, like looking back on the year, some of my favorite designers, Schiaparelli every year. Every year, Schiaparelli. Did I like anybody new this year? I'm trying to think. I always liked Area when it came out. Love Area. I'm trying to think of who else. Maxie J. From LA Lisque. I liked what's his name? Tommy Hilfiger's winter collection. I liked that this year. Very cute. I'm just trying to think of any newer designers myself. I love myself. Of course. Monica Monique Shop.com.
I started making the kid dress.
Oh, really?
But I made it on a muslin.
Okay.
Super neat.
Yeah.
I've grown.
Yeah.
I've grown so much.
Yeah.
And I just keep picking up the muslin and I'm like, wow, I made this. So, my favorite designer myself.
Yes, yourself. Yeah. Yourself. Yeah.
My favorite, I'm looking up her name because I want to pronounce it right.
Okay.
One of my favorite designers in the sewing world, King Bella, of course.
Okay.
You know who that is?
No.
She's a seamstress. Her work looks so much different from every other seamstress.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she is still in school.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And I just see the difference. I'm like, I feel like in school they probably teaching her how to design.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can see the difference versus every other designer that just come and learn how to sew.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah.
And then her name is Tiana. I can't find her name.
We can talk about favorite seamstresses for sure.
Yeah.
Not even like seamstresses, but fashion designers who cut and sew.
Yeah. I feel like y'all not messing with the cut and sew design. But we just gotta mass produce better.
Right. That's for sure.
The fact that you know how to sew,
like
you can't compare to me.
You can't compare to me.
No, like people be asking like, oh, I gotta send this to the manufacturer. Can you make this? No. Learn how to sew. You want to be a designer, right?
No, I'm the opposite. Don't learn how to sew. You know how I stand. I think it slows you down. I think if you don't know how to sew, you're gonna move faster into manufacturing.
Learn how to sew, so you can send it to the manufacturer. That part. That's the part I'm talking about. But you constantly ask somebody, like, it's so annoying.
Yeah, I mean, I get asked all the time, but I just feel like you would move faster. I feel like I would be. I feel like I would be further if I didn't know how to sew.
Really?
Because I would have moved to manufacturing faster.
Let me tell you, I know a lot of designers and they get stuff manufactured, and them not knowing how to sew is slowing them down.
Yeah. Even some of the designers, I see their products, and I'm just like, this was manufactured so poorly.
Yes,
like
they don't know anything. They don't know what they're talking about.
But you need to hire an advisor. Pay me to tell you that crotch seam is wrong.
I'm talking to this person, fashion designer. Mm-hmm. I'm saying all of these sewing terms. Oh my God! I said, yeah. Did they make it on a muslin? What is that?
Oh, right.
I said, you're kidding me. They don't know, and the manufacturers are getting over on them. So it's important for you to learn how to sew.
Yeah. So I think you need to pay me and Z to be your advisor.
Don't pay me. I'm cool.
You need to pay me, Monica, to be your advisor to tell you that crotch seam is wrong. There is a designer who I really like their stuff, and they came out with a pair of shorts last year. Oh, you bought them? God, no, because I look at it on the model, and I'm like, ain't nobody gonna tell you that this crotch is crazy looking. Mm-hmm. Why is the crotch seam so protruding? Do these girls have things, parts? Like, what is happening? Why would you manufacture a whole collection of these shorts? And the crotch seam is wrong. And everybody who wear them shorts, I just know where they got it from, because I've been looking at that crotch seam all year. Just shaking my head at this crotch seam. I can talk for days about this crotch seam.
You're upset.
That crotch on that pair of shorts.
I want to see. What are you talking about?
I'm going to show it to you. Man, I just swear.
Did somebody ask you to make it?
If somebody asks me to make, please ask me to make it so I can make it correctly. Please, so I can make it correctly. I had somebody reach out to me too. I don't know if you saw the email, but they reached out to the podcast and asked me for to be their advisor for their manufacturing. And I was like, sure. And I gave them the price range, like between like
the podcast.
Yeah,
I think I seen it.
Yeah. And I was saying, like, for me to advise you on one sample versus a whole collection, and to do manufacturing research for you so you can see, like, an analysis on which the cost sheet and all the other things, like, it's going to be between, like, $2K and $10K if you're only doing, like, one or two. But if you're doing, like, a whole full collection, it's going to be between $10K and $40K. And they were like, yeah, that's fine. Because why mess up a $100K order not having the knowledge of product manufacturing?
Knowledge is everything.
Literally.
That's one of my goals, is to read and listen to books. I wrote that down.
100%.
It'll
change your life.
I paid it. It will. I started reading like 2 books, and my mindset changed within like a month.
Yeah.
So one of my goals is to read a new book every month. Okay. And I already bought the auto book, the auto app. Okay. So knowledge is everything.
Which app did you?
The Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Which one do you have?
I don't have it. I'll get Amazon too, but right now I have Libby, which is the free one. So it connects
Mine
you
is
to
$15.99 a month.
Yeah, so Libby, if
Crazy.
you have a library card in your local city, state, or whatever, it connects you to your library, and whatever audiobook your library has on file, you get access to those for free. So you can listen to all of these same audiobooks for free.
Okay.
But you have a 2-week time span. Libby, please sponsor this podcast. Matter of fact, I'm gonna reach out to Libby because I can talk about Libby all day, every day.
I feel like we're gonna be talking about books on here. I feel like we are going to be.
We need a book segment.
Like, I'm so happy that we are in the limelight because we're not really negative people, and we're not like trying to build up off of negativity. Mm-hmm. We both have like good, positive mindsets,
right?
And I think it's just going to be so good to the people that's listening. I think we're going to change people's lives.
Yeah. I agree. Well, you know, that's what.
Because I'm just happy. We're going to talk about books a lot.
100%. So we're going to talk about more books in 2023.
Yeah.
Let's manifest that.
Yeah. It's like reading a book changed my life.
Which book were you reading? Which book are you reading?
48 Laws of Power.
Okay, and then what was the second book?
The Alchemist.
What is that?
The Alchemist.
Oh, The Alchemist. Oh, I love The Alchemist. Oh,
what was the book you was telling me about?
I tell you about so many books, girl.
Yeah,
I read so many.
What was the book you was telling me about? And you was like, it wasn't a book. I think we talked. I don't know what episode it was, but you was like, yeah, you can't apologize one time for hurting me for 12 years. Like, you have to fix it for 12 years. You said something like that.
Yeah, that may have been the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
Okay. That's my next book.
Yeah.
That's my next book.
Amazing book. Everybody should read it. There's so many like life lessons in that book.
Yeah.
I read it over and over. I read it once a year.
Okay. 48 Laws of Power. I listen to that every day. And they said when you read it, you're not supposed to tell people that you read it.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you the one who was telling me this, or did somebody else say like people look at 48 Laws of Power negatively as if it's like mind games to play on people?
Not me, but that's what they were saying like in the comments.
Okay.
I follow 48 Laws of Power on Instagram too. People will be in the comments with negative stuff. To say about that. But if you take it as, I feel like you can't let a bad person read it, or like a manipulator find that book, because they can take that book and use it as power.
Yeah. And
it's
I've never read it, but I'll put it on my list.
But no, they said I think they were saying that the book messed up the world or something like that. They were saying negative things about it.
Oh, really? Interesting.
But it's the truth. It's really the truth. And then it changed like my mindset on stuff. Even when I'm like at work and I'm in that social setting, I don't know how I used to look at things, or it changed. It changed me.
Okay.
So hopefully it's not gonna be evil people listening to our podcast.
No, absolutely not. So, any last things you want to say about 2022 or 2023?
Favorite red carpet moment?
Oh, favorite red carpet moment. I wanted to say, I think this was Lizzo's year for red carpet. I think she had a lot of red carpet moments. Wore a lot of cool designers. Really showed up and showed out at most of the events that she went to this year. I really feel like Lizzo made a lot of cool fashion statements for big girls or girls in general this year. I just loved everything about it. And loved it. The Jean Paul Gaultier black look that she wore to the MTV Awards, that looked like a giant structured black cascading mountain. Loves that. The red oversized poofy high-low, ignoring you, high-low dress, very girly girl.
It's fashion.
Love that. She wore the structured black dress where it was like short at the top and then it had the strings going down to the bottom, that little cage thing, and then it was long at the bottom. Loved that look. So she had a lot of looks this year that I just loved Lizzo's fashion this year. What about
my favorite look? My favorite moment was the escape.
Oh my god!
I'm kind of obsessed with
drama.
No. It wasn't drama. It was like the rhinestone and the mesh, so cliche.
Yeah.
But that's the normal, that's the safety red carpet look that you go with. And then the friend just came in this green dress. Loved it. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was my favorite red carpet moment. The Kardashians, of course. I always love their looks. No.
Okay.
Kylie didn't. At the
Kylie had some looks this year. At what? What were we about to say?
At the, I think that was I don't know what word for it was.
Kylie had some looks this year that I liked.
Rihanna and her belly. Was that this year or was that last year?
Child, I don't know. I think her baby is that might have been last year. I don't know.
Did you see her picture of her son?
Yes, I did. Looks like a child. I don't know. I don't really get excited about people.
Like her. You're not excited about Rihanna baby?
I don't know Rihanna personally, so no.
He looks just like her.
Does he?
Yes.
I mean, I saw the video of the child. Looks like a child. I mean, I feel like a lot of babies look like babies, and I don't think I'll feel differently when I have my own or like somebody like I really
manifesting for 2023. Your horoscope said that pregnancy was.
My horoscope? Please don't read my horoscope and then tell me about it. What in the world?
Pregnancy is.
Okay. All right. Well,
I said, "Ooh, look at her."
I wonder how many years in a row it said that. Okay.
I said, "Ooh."
You're right. Oh my God.
We about to have a little oxymoron.
So as if nobody had babies any other year than when their horoscope told them to. But yeah, we'll see. 2023, I'm looking forward to
double lines coming soon.
Anyway, what? I need a line around my ring finger first. How about that?
Yeah, double bands.
Oh, my ring finger. That's what I need. How about that? Like a ring and a boyfriend. Kind of need
manifesting.
I'm manifesting a man.
Put it all out there.
But no, I don't care about that. I'm manifesting money on top of money on top of mountains. And
let me see.
More
I wrote down
business
my
goals and more fashion dreams and more alignment with everything that is good and well intentioned.
Oh, I screenshotted this book.
Yeah.
Let's see. I took a picture of my planner. I can't find it. God don't want me to send y'all my goals.
Right.
I mean, God don't want me to see my goals. Oh, here they go.
Oh, here they go.
Oh no, that's not it.
Okay. Well, anyway, we gotta end this podcast because we are running.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yes. So for the end of the year, for the last time, we are going to say, count your blessings
Before you count your money.
Before you count your money, especially for 2022. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.